We have been in the worldly winds, swirling in them. And today I want to focus on a different current. I want to talk about generosity. Many years ago, I was coming back from a hike. And as we were approaching the car, my friend went, "Whoa, look at that." And what he was looking at was that my passenger window had been cracked open, glass was everywhere, and there was this huge rock on the passenger seat. And what I could see in the back seat was that my purse, which had been hidden in plain sight, was gone. All my identity in that purse, my driver's license, my credit cards, bank cards, some checks, my office keys, and my home keys, gone, disappeared. Wow, that's disorienting. A couple of weeks ago, I was listening to a Dharma talk by Lama Willa, and she is a teacher that I also hold in my heart. She was sharing a very similar story. Her purse had just been stolen recently. What she added to this story was that when she told her story to her friend, he shared that his most beloved, sweetest canoe had been taken, stolen. And he was really upset about this. That canoe was very special to him. When he went to his Lama to tell him about what had happened, the Lama said, "Quick, quick, give it to them. Give it to them from your heart. Give it to them from your heart so that they don't have to bear the karmic weight of having stolen, of stealing." Well, that's a surprising, maybe even foreign response to loss. Offer what has been taken from your heart. Now, I was very far away from that on that day. Generosity is understood in all the faith traditions as a virtue. We give through tithing, through offering, gifting, service. The Pali word that we often hear in Buddhism is the word dana. And it is the most fundamental of all Buddhist practices. It is the first topic of the Buddha's graduated talks. It is the first step on a bodhisattva's path to perfection. And it is the first of the 10 paramitas, or perfections, in the Mahayana Buddhist tradition. Generosity is right up there with morality, patience, equanimity, compassion. In Buddhism, practicing generosity is conducive to attaining enlightenment. Giving serves as a way to eliminate one's greed and ill will. By giving what is valuable, we alleviate that grip of attachment. Generosity teaches us to move from the language of you and me to a language of us. And we need more of this. The root of the word generosity is jena, G-E-N-E. And the ancient root of this word means to give birth or beget. Latin took the word and made it generosus, which means of noble birth. But it also has another meaning. which is magnanimous. And I share this with you in part because I have a husband who loves words, and he's always asking me to think about what words mean. This is an important word. This word has been with us for thousands of years, even before Buddha. In the Lama's direction, we hear the vow of a bodhisattva. Do this, offer this, so that that person does not have to carry the burden, the karmic burden of stealing. This is a magnanimity. This is a generosity. And it is noble. I was not noble in my response to the person who took my purse and replaced it with a rock. I was angry, I was frightened, and I felt violated. I did not want to protect him from anything, let alone his karmic debt. I wanted him to be caught and punished. This experience did open me up to some questions. And I started to think. I thought about the causes and conditions that led up to that choice to break into my car. I can't imagine they were very happy. And I thought about how have I, out of my habituated patterns, my ignorance, my hurt, my anger, my resentment, how have I taken from another person or been stingy with another, not offered a word of encouragement or withheld a compliment? And I think about the ways I have been stingy with myself. These parts of ourselves are more in the shadows, and we want to begin to kind of take a closer look at them. When we begin to notice the absence of generosity, and this is so true for me, it points to those very places that we are stuck, that we are clinging, that we are hurting, that we need some generosity of support, that we need attention. It points to those places. A colleague of mine had been offered a position, and I wanted it. And I felt bad. And she shared about this in the group, and everybody was offering congratulations, and I could feel myself. I could feel a rigidity in this body. Whoa, jealousy is here. And right around that comes shame for feeling jealous. And then after that is judgment for feeling shame and feeling judgment. And I should be beyond this, and I'm not. And I hope I'm not the only person who knows this. That moment where you have a kind of frozen smile on your face and you go, oh, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. No, I wasn't. I was jealous, and I was too embarrassed and unable to say that. Would I allow myself to say because I knew it was the right thing to say? You will be wonderful in this position. Her face lit up. And she said, Jay, that means a lot to hear you say that to me. Thank you. And there was this small ripple of generosity. Something released in me. I didn't release it. Something released. A tightening, a gripping, unbound a little bit, unwound. And there was a freedom and spaciousness that was so different from what I was experiencing just moments before. Buddha spoke about the optimal conditions of giving. Before giving, the mind of the giver is happy. Mine wasn't. While giving, the mind of the giver is made peaceful. No, it wasn't. Having given, the mind of the giver is uplifted. Well, that did happen. That did happen. This is not enlightened, but I am practicing. And I can hear the generous voice of Susan saying, we can do this. This is for our own well-being, our own welfare, and the welfare of others. I offer these two questions for your consideration. When we don't practice generosity, what does that yield? When we practice generosity, what does that yield? Thank you for listening.